We are going to be
Hey,
doing
welcome
this in
back.
the
This is
last
episode
video
4.
of
Leave a like,
building
subscribe,
our
and let's get
foundation for our
started.
starter
Okay.
factory. So we might as well just go ahead and get a good start on this right now. So hold down control, and we should be standing on top of this rock right here. Over there is the iron nodes, right? So you'll see that rock over there and this rock over here. What we're going to do is we're going to place down a foundation right here, just not in the rock, but right next to it. And you can place this anywhere you want down through here, just as long as it's not over this way, just anywhere in this line. I'm going to place mine like right here. And then I'm going to talk about something else that we're going to be using, and this is the building and stuff. So there is something new that they added, and it's a wonderful, wonderful technique of building that they added in Update 5 called Zoop Mode. So we're going to be using, and this is, and you can place this anywhere you want. And we should be standing on top of this rock right here. Over there is the iron nodes, right? So you'll see that rock over there and this rock over here. What we're going to do is we're going to place down a foundation right here, just not in the rock, but right next to it. And you can place this anywhere you want down through here, just as long as it's not over this way, just anywhere in this line. I'm going to place mine like right here. And then I'm going to talk about something else that we're going to be using, and this is the building and stuff. So there is something new that they added, and it's a wonderful, wonderful technique of building that they added in Update 5 called Zoop Mode. So if you look right here on my screen, you'll see currently building Foundation
And
2.
I've actually finished the
You'll
last
see
episode, kind
the
of, because they
materials
did
you need
do some
underneath
of the
of it.
building in
And
it.
right in
So,
the middle, you'll see build mode is default. So if you hold down R, you'll see this radial menu come up, much like scanning. So you'll see we have default, vertical, and zoop. So let's go ahead and choose zoop. So go ahead and highlight zoop and then let go of R. Another way you can do it is if you just tap R, you'll see it goes from build mode default, build mode zoop, build mode vertical. So let's put that back on zoop. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to take this right here and connect it to that and click once and then scroll outwards with your mouse. Just kind of move your mouse up that way. You'll see how that builds like that. That is pretty awesome. Zoop mode is fantastic. It lets, used to you'd have to place these individually all the way up through there. Now we can just go like that to a maximum of 10 foundation leaves, which we are going to go ahead and do, honestly. All right, so I'm not going to build the rest of this until the next video, but I did just kind
next video time. So, skibidi bop and that up.
of hopefully enough time.
Wait, class? Dum.
Hello once again to all my Satisfactory friends out there. Thank you for joining me for the
Oh, okay.
next episode of my How to Satisfactory series, where I'm going to be showing you how to play the game, and it's a complete tutorial from landing on the planet to building a grand factory. That is the goal anyway. Hopefully you guys are learning a few things from this series. In the last episode, we just kind of did a few prerequisites before we could actually do what we're getting ready to do right now, which is building a very efficient, awesome looking starter factory. So by this point, you guys should have most of the basics down. You should have the construction process down. Also on how to keep your power and stuff going, how to read the power, all that. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. I am happy to try to answer all of them and go over what we can. Also, if there's anything that you guys want to learn, go ahead and put those in the comments below as well. I have been getting a few things, a few questions and stuff on some stuff, so we will go over those in future episodes as I deem them to be, appropriate. So, at the end of the last episode, we went ahead and started a foundation here, which was more or less just showing you how to lay down foundation, how to get it on the world axis, and how construction with Zoop and other things work. So hopefully you guys practice a little bit of that. Now what we're going to do is actually build the foundation for our starter factory. So depending on how you have this set up, you should have at least that amount of space away from this rock right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to the very end as far as you have built out. All right, and then once we are up here at the end, kind of get an idea of where you are according to where the gas is. Like, can you go out some more? Do you have space here? And if so, what we are going to do right now is go ahead and copy this foundation by using your middle mouse button. And then there we go. All right, and then remember to put it in zoop mode. Like honestly I didn't have it just then, but now we are going to build this all the way out. Let's see. So we already have 2 here. So I think 4, 5 should work. So make sure you build this out to about, there we go. What we want is a total of 7 across. And if you feel like that's close enough to the gas, then by all means you can stop there. Or if you need to, go ahead and put another line right in there. We want it to be a width of 7, essentially. And once you have that, the next thing is this part down through this way, the longwise, is going to be 15 foundations. You can go a little more if you want. You can go 16, even 17 if you want, but we don't want to get too close down there where the iron nodes are. So from where I'm at right here, again, I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to zoop this all the way out as far as we can. So remember, it will go 10 foundations as far as that's as far as zoop will go. So adding the one we were standing on and copied, that's 11 right there. So we'll just rush back down here to the end. All right, and then we're going to copy this, and knowing that we already have 11, I'm going to go, let's see, that's going to be 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, you know what? I'm thinking here that I might even be able to get possibly one more in there, but no, I think that's probably going to be it. And then we're going to zoop that across about 6. There we go, and that should line this up down here with this section down here. All right, and we'll bring it down to there. All right, so I just counted mine, and I have 15 foundations long by 7 wide, and that's exactly what we want. So the next step is just go ahead and fill all of this in. If you need more concrete, always remember you can go back over here to your boxes and grab more, like so. I already have an extra 229 already to add in there. So yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to fill this in. All right, so if you guys are with me still so far, then you should have it pretty much looking exactly like this. And this is what we're wanting. This is the foundation for our starter factory. So for our next steps, we're going to go ahead and set up our hot bars and do everything we need to that, and also make a to-do list for the stuff we're going to be building. First of all, let's start with the to-do list. If you guys remember how to do that, let's go into our build menu, which is Q.
Oh, it's gonna pause that for a little second. And I'm gonna fill this in, so I'll come back when okay, I'm back. Now I'm actually gonna have to go somewhere, so I'm gonna have to stop recording. But other than that, I've done this, so I filled it in, and we've done the first part. We got all the main stuff. We have to do screws next, but I'm gonna get more cable for that. Other than that, yeah. But yeah, I have to go somewhere, so I will be back and continue recording. It's like a 30 second part. So I'll skip it into when I come back now. Hello, welcome to Satisfactory. Welcome back. Gonna try to release 4 episodes. Yeah, 4 episodes in one day. It's 9:08 p.m. I got 3 hours. So yeah, welcome. Wow, my power grid's out. Welcome back. I did tell you that I had to go, so I am back now because I had to go somewhere. You guys know this. So I had a do that, and I did. I have biofuel in here. I need biofuel in this one. So yeah, I am back. I don't know why I did like starting off of episode, not starting off an episode. Whatever. Oh, I need cable. I'm gonna assume those are screw constructors. Yeah. Go check out Phoenix Gates, link in the description below. Like in every video, I might stop. I might just put it in a code. Just yeah. Well, then again, if you do that, then yeah, yeah. I think it's been like this is the code. So ah, okay. Let me come over here
Of our
and
constructors and get those going. So we are going to want some mergers. So go ahead, grab our split.
an add.
This game, you're not ready for it. Splitter, change it over to a merger, bring it over here to the edge of our machines right here. That's good. Now bring it right in front of the second constructor down here. And you want the output of that coming down toward just right here. So it's going this way. Everything is going to be feeding this direction. So there we go. Put it right in front of that. And that looks good right there. And then put another one right next to it so it's matching the other machine here. And you always want to make sure what way your arrows are going. Sometimes when you're placing these mergers, one in a time like this, they will change direction. So always be aware of that. All right, that's pretty good. Now come down here. Do the exact same thing down here on the two on the end as well. Line them up. And there we go. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and start connecting these conveyor belts right in here. There we go. Like that. Connect that machine to that. All right. And you got to make yourself get over this. So bring that into there. So if you just bring this out by one like that, that should line up perfectly in there. So again, bring it out to one. And then
I can have this now.
so these two are going to be on the bottom. Now these two are going to come to the top. So take this, bring it all the way over here to the edge, right before these two meet so they don't intersect. And then we're going to raise that up by one. Same thing on the other side over here. Get them just lined up just right. Raise it up by one.
We're gonna connect everything. Okay. So this is where it connects. Let's go two back. Boom. Okay.
And we're going to raise that up by one. Now these two are going to come to the top. So take this, bring it all the way over here to the edge, right before these two meet so they don't intersect. And then we're going to
Okay, so I gotta do this. So,
raise that up by one. Same thing on the other side over here. Get them just lined up just right. Raise it up by one. All right, and again, let's connect our conveyor belts here to the sides. Come over here. And then we can kind of jump
oh
to the
no.
middle of this, come over here, and then that's going to work out just perfect right there.
Boom.
And then there we go. All right, so now these are going that way, and we even have it right over top right there. So there we go. All right, so now you should be good for the next section. We're going to go all the way down here to the end, like here. Okay, now grab a constructor, bring it down here. What we're going to do is we're going to put it right here on this side down here. Put it right in front of these, but facing this way. Just like so. So get it right there. As long as it's somewhere in the middle of this foundation, that's all that matters on this side. So see, perfect. All right, and put another one right next to it over here. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring it over here. And use your guidelines to match them. There we go. All right. And we're going to put a splitter right here in front of this one.
Sometimes this game makes me want to murder myself. Especially like the booting part of it. Like, come on. No. No. Of course.
And this one both. So we're going to, actually this time we're going to put in splitters in the middle of both of them. Connect them up.
Middle of them. And what's the sense? We're gonna do that with sides. So connecting.
And there in the middle. Okay. And bring this one out so that we are pushing it into that. So there we go. And in. All right, now with that side done, then we're going to do the exact same thing over here. Now, if at any point you run out of materials while you are making these, just remember that's why we left those over there going. We are going to remove those in a little bit, but for now, we are leaving them going so that we can keep making sure we have the materials we need to build this. So it's actually easier if you come down here to the end and then make this one first and then come backwards and then add that one in there. All right. Bring this over to here. Turn it into that. Come in the middle. Make sure those two are connected. There we go. And in. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to set these machines right here
See.
up for making screws. All right. Screws and screws. Lots of screws. There we go. All right, so these last four machines are going to be making screws. And then we are also going to have the two on the top that we have up here. So if we move down here, we're going to bring those over. So let's go ahead and bring those over, actually, so that they are coming right down the middle down here. I would put it like right at the edge to keep things kind of good. So right here where these two intersect, raise it up by one. There we go. Grab the other side. Bring it down. And exact same thing. Raise it up by one. Alright, so that's the output from our iron plates. So all of our iron plates are going to be coming down this way. Our iron rods, however, are getting split, as you can see. And they are going to go into these two machines. And if you look, iron rods, we only need 10 iron rods per minute. However, we are making 15 per minute in each machine here. So that's 30 right there, and these two machines only need 20. So the rest of them are going to be feeding this way and around. So let's go ahead and put a conveyor belt over here. And I'm going to make that go right up this way as an output. All right, do the same thing on the other side over here. There we go. Okay. Now, everything should be lined up pretty good. And
Well, why can't I delete that?
round. So let's go ahead and put a conveyor belt over here. And I'm going to make that go right up this way as an output. All right, do the same thing on the other side over here. There we go. Okay. Now, everything should be lined up pretty good. And we just haven't got power to these, and we got no iron actually coming in. But this is looking pretty good. So if we look at a bird's eye view here of what we've created, you can kind of see the efficiency and organization of what we have been building. So we have the iron coming in here, which is being divided up from the 3 lines into 6 different smelters, making ingots. Those ingots are then fed belts into these constructors here, 4 on each side. 4 of these total making iron plates, 4 of these making iron rods. And then some of the iron rods are going to be split even further among these 4 machines here at the end to make screws. And this is all quite efficient except for the screws. The screws is the only one. It's not going to be efficient, but we're going to be using all of the material coming in to at least make
I
that.
should probably
some of this
reset my
actually might
PC.
get kind of backed up, but I think we'll be all right.
Um,
The screws won't be as efficient as they could be until we can do like
yeah,
undervolting,
this
and
video's.
we'll get into that in most likely
So
the
we're
next
gonna be
episode.
finishing this up.
But for now, this is pretty much the main machines to make our main components.
Let's
All
do a
right,
good.
so standing back over here on top of Take a Look Rock, we can now see that everything is kind of done for the most part. The next section is going to be adding power and everything and getting the actual iron to feed into there. But I think we actually need to add at least some containers on the end. That way all of this is being fed somewhere instead of getting backed up on the line when it's complete. So let's come up here on the edge, and what we are going to do is we are going to build some containers. So go in here to your build menu, go into organization, grab storage containers, and we're going to put these down here on the end. And I'm going to put one right here on the edge, like so. Make sure the input's facing that way. All right, and we're going to put 3 right next to each other right here, like so. Come down here on the other side. Find where everything is kind of aligned at with those, and then don't use this square, but right on the edge of this foundation here, and then line it up. There we go. Place 1, 2, and 3. All right, so go ahead and grab these middle conveyor belts. Go ahead and bring them down all the way down here to the end. Just like so.
Oh my god. Whoa. Stop opening the build menu. I don't need a build.
And grab place 1. And don't use this square, but make sure the input's facing that way.
um, what other games do you have?
I don't know. Not many. Uh,
Do you like Counter Strike?
I haven't played it,
Oh,
but I
do you want to play it?
do. This is so unaligned.
Is what?
This thing is unaligned so badly, and it's been less.
All right, and we're going to put 3 right next to each other right here, like so. Come down here on the other side. Find where everything is kind of aligned at with those, and then don't use this square, but right on the edge of this foundation here, and then line it up. There we go. Place one.
Oh, it's not supposed to. Okay.
What?
Am I tripping? Like, I'm tripping balls right now. Oh, I was just tripping balls. It's,
Two. And three. Alright, so go ahead, grab these middle conveyor belts, go ahead and bring them down, all the way down here to the end. Just like so.
but now I have to go back and freaking delete them all because I put them backwards. See, this is what I don't like about this game. Like, why can't I just like edit, like rotate it?
Huh?
It's like it's like rotate crap. Be nice.
Huh? I'm gonna play some Counter Strike.
And let's get to right here on this foundation line. Raise it up by one. There we
Complete
go.
matches.
Do the same thing with the other one.
Oh, what the hell?
Bring that one down here. All right, next come down here to these ones right here, and let's get some mergers in here. So let's put one right there in the middle, like so. And let's put a belt coming out into that. And then that feeds into that. And then let's bring that right underneath of these lines right here. That will probably do. And then let's bring it to up here. And right in front of that one. And you can delete this pole right here if you don't want it there. And do the same thing on the other side over here. There we go. And then we'll bring that up to there. Into that. Into that. And then bring that to there. And then up to here. Delete that middle pole. Excellent. All right. All right, and then we're going to take the bottom row. We're going to bring these over like so. And we can have that just right into that. Actually looks kind of nice. So that actually works perfect. Go ahead and do the same thing here on this side. Now the top ones might be a little bit different, but let's go ahead and see what happens when we do that. It could
Ooh.
be better. But again,
Already got
this
3
is just going to
kills.
be
Let's
temporary.
go.
So let's get through here. You can
I'm just
always
too
hold
good for
C
these
to crouch
kids.
if you need to get underneath of things like that. Let's take that right there, connect that into that, and in. When we that all right.
Oh my god, I need more iron plates. Can I slide into these? It's like, let's say, 400, and I don't Compounded concrete.
All right, and then we're going to take the bottom row. We're going to bring these over like so. And we can have that just right into that. Actually looks kind of nice. So that actually works perfect. Go ahead and do the same thing here on this side.
Should be correct.
Now the top ones might be a little bit different, but let's go ahead and see what happens when we do that.
Oh.
It could be better, but again, this is just going to be temporary. So let's get through here. You can always hold C to crouch if you need to get underneath of things like that. Let's take that right there.
So I'm still gonna have to bring this like
in. Perfect. And then let's bring these guys down here on this side. All the way down to the end. And right there. And then let's bring them over. Like so. And then don't forget your other side over here. We want to make sure we get those two. Bring that up to over here. All right, and that's all of our outputs into these containers right here of everything we have so far. Now the next step is going to be power. For this, we're going to come all the way back down here to the smelters. We're going to grab a power pole. We're going to put one right on the edge of the foundation here. And then we're going to go to the other side. Put one over here. Right there on the edge. We're going to come up here to our middle, and I don't want to put it right there in the middle of these. We could if we wanted to, though. In fact, let's go ahead and do that, actually. Right there. And we're going to come over here. And I want to put it right there on that. But not quite there on that center, but just bring it over so that that is matching there. Right in between the two machines. And then do the same thing over here so that that matches there. And down here as well. Alright, let's go ahead and connect a power cable to that. And then we'll connect a power cable to that. And then we are going to connect it to all three machines here. 1, 2, and 3. Go over here to the other side, do the exact same thing. Bring your power cable from here to there. Bring it over to this one. And connect all three smelters.
Yeah, Creeper. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off.
Okay. I want to finish making this episode, then I'm probably gonna just watch YouTube.
Alright, bye.
I need this cable. I need though.
From here to there. designed propaganda that obviously is money motivated. Obviously, scientific institutions of the government, such as NIH, very in on the corruption, trying to propagate this agenda. Science, when in fact funded by different sectors. Bring it over to this one and connect all three smelters. People are influenced by propaganda. We'll look at a food pyramid that's based on unemployment, and they'll actually think eating that way. All right, so now all of our smelters are powered up. Let's move on down the line here. So let's grab a cable. So we'll attach a cable to that. We're going to bring these down, and we're going to go right down here to the middle between these two guys right here. And I'm going to place it right here on the edge. And we're going to connect a cable to that. And a cable to this one. And then connect one more cable. Bring it on down to in between here, which is this line right here. Place it there. And connect. Excellent. Now, let's bring one more on down this way to right in right here will probably do. And then we're going to come over here, right in between these two guys, and let's see if we can get a line right there. I think that will fit perfectly right there. All right. Go ahead and connect the power cable to, oops, from there to that machine, and from here to that machine. All right, so now all of this side is all done now. Now let's make sure we go to the other side and connect everything the exact same way on the other side over there. Again, that is taking the... All right, here, right in between these two guys, and let's see if we can get a line right there. I think that will fit perfectly. Weaken their minds, weaken their bodies. Weaken a population so you can control them. You gotta weaken people. If you look at the narrative, like what's coming at people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week via the news. Right there. All right. Go ahead and connect the power cable to, oops, from there to that machine, and from here to that. But it also means they're not using their own thinking to navigate their lives, so that thinking muscle gets weaker, gets lazy. So people become weaker mentally, junk food propaganda. But then physically, if you look at foods that literally make people stronger, will literally build muscle, which makes people physically strong. Foods with typically proteins, eggs, protein, animal-based foods, like grass-fed animal-based foods. If you start telling people those are actually bad for you, not getting them to believe what makes them stronger will actually make them weaker. And then you're telling them foods that will make them weaker. A bunch of processed grains, sugar. Tell them, oh, they're going to make you stronger. Now they're looking at the medicine as though it's a poison. And they're looking at the poison as though it's a medicine, which results in weak people physically. If you combine that with the mental junk food or narrative or propaganda, you have someone who is mind-body weak. It's very hard to control strong people. Very easy to control. I do speculate that there's something bigger happening than just money motives with this deceptive nutritional information that is in people's least best interest. I do believe there's a bigger plan at place. Shocker. That machine. All right, so now all of this side is all done now. Now let's make sure we go to the other side and connect everything the exact same way on the other side over there. Again, that is taking these lines, moving it down here, putting it right in the middle on the edge there. And that one is going to run that one, and that one. And then one more line coming off of this, come down here to here. And that one. Running that one. And we're going to come down here. And then go to the middle between these two machines right here, right in that center, and connect these two guys up. And there we go. All right. Now, here's our next step. setting up our miners. So what we're going to do now at this point, we no longer need any of the ironworks over here. Go ahead, delete all of these iron. Get rid of the miners, get rid of everything, the conveyor belts, the conveyor belt poles that's on the ground, just delete it all. So now the only thing you should have left over here is some power cables going everywhere, and the copper line coming in over here, and the concrete line that you've got going here, as well as our biomass. Alright, so this is a great opportunity to go ahead, grab what just delete it all. So now the only thing you should have left over here is some power cables going everywhere, and the copper line coming in over here, and the concrete line that you've got going here, as well as our biomass. Alright, so this is a great opportunity to go ahead, grab what biofuel you have as much as you can. If you've got stuff in your, if you got iron ore and stuff in your inventory, you can actually just delete that. Go ahead and grab that biofuel. Alright, come over here, and we're going to fill up our biomass burners. And with our biomass generators filled back up and ready to go, we're going to put down our miners. So let's go ahead and do that. So go in there, build menu, production, grab your miner Mark 1s, and we are going to make it so that these are facing kind of forward, as straight as we can. That looks really good right there. So place that one. Come over here on this iron node. That one is not facing straight, so what we'll do is just make sure it is, or at least as close as possible. That's probably good there, at least as close as we're going to get. And this one, I'm actually going to turn this one this way. The only thing missing here is we're missing a portable miner, which I don't quite understand. We should have got, oh, I wasn't using one. Alright, so luckily we should have some portable miners in our storage over there. So grab one of these guys, and then come over here, back to over here. Go ahead, and we are going to put a miner kind of facing just like this. Fantastic. Go ahead, let's run our lines. You can try to make these as straight as you possibly can if you want. It will be hard to do, though. I'm pretty much just going to eyeball this. Alright, and now our conveyor lines should be in there somewhat straight, or they could be a spaghetti mess if you're into that. And the next step is going to be making sure that we have power poles over here. So I'm going to put one in between those, and probably just go ahead and put one in between that too. And I'm going to connect that to that, that to that, run that over to here, run another one up to that, and then this one I will put, I'm going to put a power pole like right here, and run that over to that. Now at this point, once I connect these two right here, we're probably going to blow a circuit, because all of these running at once is going to be a lot, but we may need a couple biomass burners for that. Alright, so exactly what I knew would happen happened. As soon as the smelters started to ramp up and actually make the iron ingots, we blew a breaker. We do not have enough power with the two generators on the hub and the extra biomass burner we have right there. We're not producing enough power to handle everything that we built so far. So we're going to need at least 2 more biomass burners. And this is also a great time.
I am just going to speed run this game. Oh, it's
if you haven't fed up your machines over there making solid biofuel, grab your chainsaw, go grab some of that, and get some biofuel going, because we are going to need it. Now, because I'm all about making things look actually kind of cool and organized and stuff, I'm going to come over here next to our miners over here, kind of in the back here. And I'm going to grab some foundation, and I'm going to hold control so we go back to the world axis again. And I'm going to build about a 4 by 2 platform over here. Just like so. There we go. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab our biomass burner, and we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to shut that off real quick right there. All right, so after tearing down the biomass burner we have over there, and that just leaves us with the 2 on the hub, we're going to come back over to this platform, and I'm going to go in the build menu, go to biomass burners, and I'm going to place a few of these guys down here. So I'm going to do right there on the edge. Let's see if I can make that kind of look somewhat decent. One thing I hate about these is the way they're angled. I do not like that, so I'm just going to try to do it, I guess, like this, and then I'll take the next one and then just kind of bring it in like that. Yeah. Making things look actually kind of cool and organized and stuff, I'm going to come over here next to our miners over here, kind of in the back here, and I'm going to grab some foundation, and I'm going to hold control so we go back to the world axis again, and I'm going to build about a 4 by 2 platform over here. Just like so. There we go. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab our biomass burner, and we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to shut that off real quick right there. All right, so after tearing down the biomass burner we have over there, and that just leaves us with the 2 on the hub, we're going to come back over to this platform, and I'm going to go in the build menu, go to biomass burners, and I'm going to place a few of these guys down here. So I'm going to do right there on the edge. Let's see if I can make that kind of look somewhat decent. One thing I hate about it, I'll take the, yeah, that's not perfect for an optional 4. Then I'm there right in this connect the, here we're actually going to move our way we're getting all of our grab our production as best you can. Build menu, let's go to organization, grab that our box right there on the end. That should work just fine. Come down here, do the same thing on the end down here. There we go. Don't forget your conveyor belt. Our biomass, go ahead and delete what we have. Now, going to do a line of power running from this one's power. Let's go tear down our biofuel construction. Up all of the biomass and all of the biofuel that we've biomass. But all right, and then we're going to come over here. That we can connect that right into going to shut that off real quick right there. All right, so after tearing down the biomass burner we have over there, and that just leaves us with the 2 on the hub, we're going to come back over to this platform, and I'm going to go in the build menu, go to biomass burners, and I'm going to place a few of these guys down here. So I'm going to do right there on the edge. Let's see if I can make that kind of look somewhat decent. One thing I hate about these is the way they're angled. I do not like that, so I'm just going to try to do it, I guess, like this, and then I'll take the next one and then just kind of bring it in like that. Yeah, that's not perfect, but that'd do. All right, and then I'm going to place a 3rd one right here, and we even have enough space for an optional 4th one if we so need it, but hopefully we won't. And I'm going to turn that one this way. There we go. And then I'm going to place a power pole in between each of these guys right here. So right there, right in the center. And there. Connect these up like that. And then connect that one to that one. Now, on the back of this back here, we're actually going to move our production of our solid biofuel to back behind here. And that way we're getting all of our power and stuff fixed up back here. So let's go into our build menu, and let's grab our production, and we're going to put a constructor and put it right in the middle, right there, as best you can. Just kind of get it right there. And then let's go back in the build menu. Let's go to organization, grab that storage container. We're going to put that right there so that it is lined up with our box right there on the edge. That should work just fine. Come down here, do the same thing on the end down here. There we go. Don't forget your conveyor belts. Alright, and then tell our constructor to make solid biofuel. And then if you happen to have any biomass, go ahead and throw that in the container in the end so we can get that working. If not, you can go over here and basically delete what we have over there built, and because this is going to be producing all of that right here. Alright, now going to do a line of power running from this one to there. And then I'm going to bring this power. I'm going to put a pole right here on the end. And then I'll connect it to a pole somewhere here. That will work just fine right there. Alright, and then let's go tear down our biofuel construction. And after tearing all of this down, make sure you have enough space and you've picked up all of the biomass and all of the biofuel that we've already got generated. Let's head back over here to our power generators. Come down here on the end. Throw in all the biomass. There we go. I don't have much left, but alright, and then we're going to come over here. And I'm going to put another power pole here on the end. And bring that down to there. From that, we can connect that right into that line there. And then we can throw in the biofuel into our 3 containers here. Connect that. Make sure all of our cables are connected. Come over here. We should be able to now
Okay, we're almost done. This was like one of the only videos that's gonna be like a full on. Let's just this. Okay, I'm actually gonna eat now. Wait, okay, so I'm gonna stop coding and then I will be back after I get the base powered up and all that. Also gonna go eat, so yeah.
We have a
Okay,
capacity for
guys.
130
Welcome.
megawatts.
We're not welcome back. I'm
Hopefully
back.
that's going to be enough. We might need a fourth generator right down here, though. All right, now
The
we're going
base
back up
is
to a
now
bird's eye
fixed.
view. We can watch
Everything's
our
working.
ingot or our iron ore
Kind of.
going into the smelters.
The other side
We got
wasn't
ingots
powered,
being
so
made.
that's
I see plates being
had to
made.
do
I
that.
see rods being made. I seen screws being
The
made.
other half
and
is still
everything
open,
is going
so
into
very
containers.
nice.
That is as efficient
rod
as
says a
we're
very
going to
slow
get right now for
production.
the iron. So
Though,
it's
so.
a pretty good starter factory. I'm quite proud of this one. And in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the concrete production and the copper production, and we're going to make this look a lot nicer.
So,
we're also going to bring in the screws and stuff, and we're going to start using assemblers.
Yep.
So
So
this,
we're gonna be
getting
using.
the parts and stuff
We're gonna be
make
doing copper
and
next
finish
video.
off the next milestone for the assemblers.
So
Until then, thanks for watching, everybody. I very much
yeah.
appreciate it. I will see you in the next video, wherever you are in the world.
So yeah, I'll see you guys later. But probably be on tomorrow, and I'll see if I can get 4 videos on. But you know, that's what we're recording. I'm probably not gonna get any more done tonight. Just gonna upload this episode, and yeah. For the next episode, we're gonna be building a couple. We're gonna be adding copper and concrete, using assemblers, adding all that to the factory. So after that, though, it should be good. Now, just to get ports, I'm probably gonna stay in the game just so we can get some stuff. But yeah. So I will see you guys later.